Thanks for dropping in. In this video, I discovered that the frustrated feeling you get when trying to find Wi-Fi lasts a very long time when your Wi-Fi adapter doesn't work. I rip apart my laptop with my fingernails again. Note to self again, I really must get some proper tools. And I discover the clamshell shape of a laptop really doesn't lend itself very well to filming. A while ago, I picked up this Asus K550IU laptop from FreeCycle. It had a broken screen and a few other issues at the time, but I'll leave a link here to that video. It's been working fine since, give or take, for a while now, hardware-wise at least. However, while we're here, I'll just mention the nightmare I've discovered that is the older AMD switchable graphics. Now this laptop has an R7 integrated or iGPU and an RX 460 discrete GPU. Over Christmas, I picked up Robocop Rogue City on sale, and ironically the RX 460 in this laptop was the most powerful GPU I had on hand at the time. Now while being below minimum specification, everything suggested with the lower settings on an RX 460 it was going to work, and I've since run it on a desktop RX 460 with no problems at all. So I installed the game and was told my GPU drivers were too old. No problem, I updated the graphics drivers. Both the iGPU and discrete GPU were from AMD, so it should be fine, right? Wrong. The laptop bricked itself. A fresh install of Windows 10 later, and after much fiddling, I discovered that AMD had dropped support for this type of switchable graphics in 2020, so the latest working drivers are from 2019. Robocop refuses to run with any drivers older than 2022, so although hardware-wise it should be fine, I was unable to run it. Given this laptop is from 2016 or 2017, if I'd paid the £500 or £600 for it back then, just to be dropped from support 3 or 4 years later, I'd be pretty annoyed. But anyway, I digress. Also over Christmas, I was using this laptop for a bit of streaming to a TV, and maybe due to overheating from the hard usage, it just completely lost Wi-Fi. So my assumption was the Wi-Fi card had died. So a quick shutdown later, and a flip over to remove the battery and undo the 4 screws up by the battery. As well as the 2 keeping the SSD and RAM plate in place. I removed the SSD and RAM just for safety as I didn't want to damage them, and remove the remaining screws holding the laptop together. It was then a case of prising off the top section away from the bottom section using my trusty fingernails. The power switch, trackpad and keyboard ribbon cables then needed to be detached by releasing the little small grip holding them in place. And here we can see the Wi-Fi card in its slot with the 2 antennae attached. So it's just a case of removing the screw in the top left corner and pulling the antenna off with a fingernail. And the Wi-Fi card is released. Now this one is an Asus branded Wi-Fi and Bluetooth combined module. It's a half-height card and uses the mini PCI Express slot. It's a dual band card using both the 2.4 and 5 GHz frequencies up to Wi-Fi 5 or AC as it's alternatively known. Now I've got a number of old cards that should work, but as they are all removed from defunct laptops, they're all a bit older. My best bet is this one, an Intel Wireless N1000 card. Now this is only Wireless N or 4 and uses only the 2.4 GHz frequency, no Bluetooth, with a max speed of 300 megabit. But it should be fine for my purposes of getting the Wi-Fi back up and running. So it's all just a case of everything in reverse. The card slides into the slot and is fixed in place by the mounting screw. The 2 antennae are reattached by a push fit. And the ribbon cables are then slid back into position and clamped back down. While I do this, please enjoy the view of my orange elbow. The case can then be snapped together. I I reinstalled the RAM and SSD so I can test the new card, but I didn't worry about any of the screws at this point, up until I was sure all was good and I wouldn't have to open it up again. The battery was replaced, and the laptop was powered up. And now the Wi-Fi card was auto detected, and once again we have Wi-Fi access. Bonus. One final shutdown. And it was just a case of replacing the screws. And the back panel. So there we have it, one repaired laptop again. What minor repairs have you guys done to your laptops or PCs? Have any gone horribly wrong? Please let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe to see more content. And leave any comments below. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.